Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in today's first video. Very busy day coming up at Gasworthy's today. We've got 5D forecast for you now. After that, we'll have the August month-ahead forecast. That's going to be a very tricky forecast to get together. It's going to be a really difficult month to predict, I think, this month. But we will attempt, anyway, to do a forecast for August. And then we'll finish up with a look at the next week to 10 days as well. So 3 updates in the next few hours coming up for you today. So we're starting off with the 5D forecast, so we're going to be using charts from weatheroutlook.com and weathercentral.de. Find a link to both those websites on the links page. Begin with the radar picture as always. So this is the current radar picture, and we find that we've got 2 areas of rain. We've got a showery, not overly heavy area of rain through parts of Northern Ireland into Northern England, down in towards Wales and some parts of the Midlands. Then we have a drier slot through the rest of Wales, the rest of the Midlands and East Anglia. And then we run into this band of much heavier and more persistent rain down across the south. It really is pouring with rain down across the southern counties at the moment. This rain is going to be pushing further northeastwards, affecting particularly parts of the Midlands into southern eastern parts of England as well through the course of this afternoon. Here today's Scottish pressure chart looks really quite autumnal, this, doesn't it? We've got a 995 millibar area of low pressure bearing down on the country, pretty tightly packed isobars with this low pressure as well. So not only is it wet, it's also quite windy too. So, a bit of an inclement day, really, for the 2nd of August. We're going to find the driest weather, probably for Scotland and North East England, though there will be some dribs and drabs of rain getting up here through the course of this afternoon, interceding elsewhere. It's just quite a cloudy day, showery bursts of rain coming and going through parts of Northern Ireland, Northern England, down towards North Wales and the North Midlands. And then further south of that, we've got that more persistent and heavier area of rain in the south, and that'll push a little bit further northwards and eastwards through the course of this afternoon, affecting some parts of the South Midlands, East Anglia, and potentially South East England as well, I would have thought, by this evening. Temperatures this afternoon, very, very disappointing. Now, this is the 2nd of August. We should be into what we call the dog days of summer, the hottest period of the year is normally sometime around the end of July, early August. Today, we're going to be seeing temperatures between around 13 and 19 degrees Celsius. So that's more like what you'd expect in the middle of September rather than early August. Very cool day. Around 4 or 5 degrees below average, really, through most parts of the country. And it's certainly going to feel cool as well in those strong winds, and particularly where we've got the heavy rain. Dare say it will feel a little bit autumnal. Now, overnight tonight, we keep this low pressure going. It's moving in across the country. We're getting rid of the weather front, so we'll lose some persistent rain, but it's going to be staying showery. So we're seeing we'll have quite a bit of rain still left in the south and southeast. Most of that rain will clear off into the North Sea overnight, and then many central east areas will turn dry, but we'll have showers going all night in the west. They will be heavy, maybe even a little bit thundery across parts of southwest Scotland, northwest England, and into Northern Ireland as well. Quite windy in the south, lighter winds under the centre of this low pressure further north. The plus side is that temperatures will be significantly milder tonight than have been for a couple of nights. So we're going to be holding up at around, say, 12 to 16 degrees Celsius. Quite a warm night, actually, down in south, though, of course, not feeling it in that wind. Low pressure is moving over to the eastern side of Scotland on Thursday. So we'll have showers in the west and the north. Some of them will be heavy, particularly across parts of north and west Scotland, down into Northern Ireland, northwest England too. But actually many southern and southeastern parts and eastern areas will probably remain mostly dry and have sunny spells tomorrow with a fair amount of cloud floating about as well. So fairly dry in the south, but plenty of showers up in the north and the northwest. Temperatures tomorrow will be better than today, but still nothing to get excited about, between around 17 and 22 degrees Celsius. That main area of low pressure is off into Scandinavia on Friday, but it's leaving us in this cool, showery, northwesterly wind. Again, I think many southern areas are likely to have quite a bit of dry weather on Friday. Maybe 1 or 2 showers scattered about, but I think much of Wales and Midlands, central southern England into East Anglia, fair amount of dry weather coming up there. Further north, however, I think we are looking at a lot of showers again through parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, down into Northern England. In fact, they could be more widespread on Friday compared to tomorrow. Expect risk of hail and thunder in some of those downpours up in the north too. Temperatures probably around, say, 17 to 22 degrees once again. The weekend is looking quite showery, so this is how things look for Saturday when we're in this showery sort of northwesterly flow, or rather slack as well over the weekend. So we're looking at, again, sunshine and showers, and Saturday probably brings most of the showers to northern parts of the country, whereas down in the south, I suspect we'll have a reasonable amount of dry weather coming through there. Temperatures are going to be ranging anywhere from around, say, 17 to 22 degrees once again. The showers will be fairly scattered down in the south. We move through into Sunday and we're bringing a shallow trough across the country. It's going to enhance the shower risk. So I think Sunday, although it may start off fairly dry, particularly in the south and the east, we'll have showers from the word go in the north and west. I expect those showers to expand and become more widespread through the course of Sunday. There could be some heavy downpours, maybe with hail and thunder, and some of those showers could even get through to the south on Sunday, whereas until then we're largely protected in southern counties. But further north, I think we do have a risk of some really heavy showers on Sunday afternoon. And with light winds, you notice the isobars are well spaced out, it's nothing to blow anything through, so the showers are likely to be slow moving, heavy, thundery, giving prolonged downpours in some central and northern parts of the country. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler as well because of all these showers, between 15 and 21 degrees Celsius. And then we bring another area of low pressure in from the Atlantic potentially on Monday. That could bring quite a lot of wet weather in across England and Wales, outbreaks of fairly persistent rain for England and Wales. Further north, again, it's sunshine and showers, I would have thought, for Scotland and parts of northeast England. Temperatures are likely to be very cool as well on Monday, between, say, 14 and 20 degrees Celsius. Fine, just having a look at the charts from the Weather Outlook, and we find that today we've got all this wet weather piling in across the country with showers starting to follow along behind. Thursday really is sunshine and showers, particularly to the north and west. A fair amount of dry weather in the southeast. More showers in the north. Again, fair amount of dry weather down in the south. Into the weekend, the showers continue across central and northern areas. Southern areas tend to get the best of the weather. It's not too bad for around 2 or 3 days across southern parts of the country. Sunday, the showers, I think they get more widespread, and they are going to be heavy, potentially thundery as well, especially so up in the north. And then Monday brings more persistent areas of rain back in from off the Atlantic in what will be another notably cool day. So, in summary, it's going to be an unsettled period, but worse weather will be in the north, actually, despite the fact that today, the wettest weather is down in the south. But once we get today out of the way, actually, southern areas aren't going to be too bad for the next 2 or 3 days. But there will be lots of showers up in the north. There'll be heavy, thundery, and widespread for central northern parts of the country. And then by Sunday, they get more widespread everywhere again. Monday, probably back to more persistent rain. Right, that's it for the 5-day forecast, and now we've got to do the August month ahead forecast. It's going to be a very tricky month to pin down, and then we'll round it all off later this afternoon, looking at the next week to 10 days. That's all for now. Come back later for the rest of the updates.